morning, puppies. Clap for yourself. Not talking too much.
No. I just stepped out.
Because I was actually late.
I just stepped out now.
What I'm going to talk about, but just to add a few other things.
Can you trust me?
Sorry, I may not want to sit down. Permit me to just stand. I think I'm more convenient to stand. Do you agree with me? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just to let you know that you are special. Tell yourself, I'm special.
I'm special.
Say, I am beautifully made. So if somebody is beautifully made, should the person be doing bad things on the body? Meaning that if you are beautifully made, you should not be doing bad things on your body. And what are the things that make your body to be good, to grow very well? You have been told about food. It is very important. You must eat balanced diet and preferably natural food. It's not every time biscuit, indomie. What are that things? Please, can you remind me? Chocolate, spaghetti, everything. Cheese. You even know them. No. Something easy. That's okay. I love you. So, balanced diet, preferably natural food. And it's good to combine different kinds of foods together. It is not every time that it's rice in the morning, rice at noon, and eba at night. You know, everything is like carbohydrate. You should be able to combine different classes. Assuming there is a projector here, I would have loved to show some different classes of food. But just take note, you don't eat the same single class of food every time. Otherwise, you will not grow very well. Do you understand? In that when you want to, maybe it is rice, maybe there will be beans there, maybe little fish, maybe vegetable, maybe at another time, maybe amala.
Hello?
Somebody said about that. Maybe amala with draw soup or vegetable soup with fish. So it should be diverse, not the same thing. Do you understand? Try this biscuit and donut should just be taken occasionally. It should not be every time because they may not do your body so good as natural food. Do you understand? And also, for you to stay here, you must take a lot of water. It is very good so that your body will function very well. Your blood will flow very well. Do you understand? The other thing is that you must ensure good hygiene. What do I mean by hygiene? You've been told you have to bath twice daily. Sometimes maybe more than 2 times, or you may return back home. Maybe you have played ball, you have engaged in exercise, one exercise or the other. I mean, your body is dirty. You don't say, I will manage it. I will just go and lie down on the bed. You may just have a shower. Do you understand? So that your body will not carry infection. And when you are bathing, you boys, yes, please wash your armpit very well. Wash your private part very well. You've been told about pants. Please don't use more than 1 pint per day. What did I say? Don't use more than 1 pound per day, because if by the time you are using it the following day, it's possible it has carried down from your daily activities. Do you understand? Not only that, there is an aspect also that you must take care of your brushing of teeth. It's good that you brush your teeth twice daily, maybe in the morning and by the time you are going to bed to sleep. Brush your teeth so that there won't be germs. You know, germs are invisible things that you cannot see with your naked eyes. So to ensure that you don't carry germs in your mouth, brush your teeth twice daily. Now let's go to the area of exercises. Exercise is good for the body. And there are different kinds of exercises ranging from jumping. Am I right? Ranging from skipping, roping. Oh, I have some pictures of it. I don't know whether you can't see them, but I will have loved to display them.
I said I went to a
soccer. I mean, I'm sure you have few there. You play ball. You play ball around. It's part of exercises that we are talking about. Not only that, even cycling. Cycling, you can have maybe tricycle at home. I mean, bicycle at home for those that can be on bicycle. And you can be on that. And it's very important. Are you listening to me? Yes, sir. You at least exercise 1 hour per day. What did I say? 1 hour per day. least you must do it 1 hour per day, and it's good so that your body will be strong, your body will be healthy, so that your body will be agile, so that you won't be unduly fat. If somebody is fat and walking like this, I cannot walk.
Okay.
They cannot even carry himself, or he cannot even carry herself. How is the person healthy?
What do you want me to do now?
Because you've been told the definition of it. Don't be too fat. Also, don't be too lean. Don't be too slim. Do you understand? So you must do exercises. You can even do press up. So, I don't know who knows how to do press up.
Everything is expensive now, and I'm doing a great job for you.
There are different exercises. Ensure you participate adult, and you may just find yourself later that your voice now getting deep. You may start noticing here on your chest and private part, and also just discover that maybe your private eye is getting big as well, and your body is getting bigger than it used to be. In fact, you may be getting taller. It is normal as you grow to the age of puberty. It is very, very normal. What did I say? So once you are noticing that, mommy, I'm noticing something, I'm noticing this thing, don't go and tell your friend outside, so that because of Baba friend can just say, hey, now you are not a big boy, you are a big girl, let's go outside and do a bad thing. That's not the time to be doing a bad thing. I will not do a bad thing. I said I will not do a bad thing. Let me now tell you a few things about relationship. Because you must ensure you keep healthy relationship. Don't keep bad friends. Do you understand? Hey, they are kissing each other. Let's go and wash it. Is that a good friend? I want to steal. Let's go and take that. See, the teacher is not here. Let's go and take somebody's food. Let's go and take just 2 spoons. Is that a good friend? Also, sometimes your parents may not be at home, and somebody comes and say, I'm around. Your mommy said I should come and see you. Your mommy said I should give you biscuit. Your mommy said follow me. Should you follow the person? So don't follow stranger out. Do you understand? Yes, sir. Boys, don't sit down on the lap of females as well as women. Don't sit down on their lap apart from your parents. Do you understand? Yes, don't allow anybody to put you on their laps. If it's a man or a boy, unless it's your father or mother. Do you understand? Okay, you may now say that, what if your uncle, or what if it's my aunt? Maybe your uncle here, maybe my aunt here. Please, if they should do that, ensure you inform your parents. Do you understand? Do you understand? And also, don't kiss anybody. It is not good. The only person that can kiss you, maybe your daddy and mommy. You know your daddy and your mommy love you. Do you understand? Don't go and say, I want to kiss somebody. I don't want to peck. I want to do this. Don't do that, because some people, because of that, they will just be doing bad things. And may I tell you, if anybody else is doing bad, contract diseases though, or she can contract diseases though, and I don't want you to contract diseases, I will not contract diseases. I will not contract gonorrhea. In fact, there is one infection, they say HIV. Me, I will not contract HIV. That means that sex is not for pupils. It's for married adults. How many of you are married yet? Raise up your hand. No. See, none of the people is married. Meaning that sex is not for you. It is when you go, when you have gone to university, you have gotten your certificate, you marry, then you can now engage in sex with your married partner. Do you understand? Because through sex, somebody can catch HIV, somebody can catch gonorrhea, and also if somebody can even become a father at a very young age, and also somebody can be dropout. How many of you want to be pilots? Okay, how many of you want to become engineers? Okay, how many of you want to become nurses? Okay, how many of you want to become like a director? Yeah, how many of you want to become doctors? Good, good. Thank you very much. Now, if somebody has HIV and has gonorrhea and maybe has died, can he become director? Can he become engineer? Can she become pilot? Or can the person become lawyer? Meaning that sex is not for children. Wait till you grow old and you are married. Do you understand? So that you can become what you are expected or you are aspiring to become. Do you understand? I've told you about food. Ensure you eat balanced diet. Exercise regularly. Don't keep bad company. Don't follow strangers out. Ensure that males don't sit down on the lap of females apart from your parents. Female, don't sit down on the lap of me apart from your parents. Do you understand? Don't kiss each other. Don't kiss. Don't, because if you are kissing, bad thing can be happening. No. Do you understand? Do you understand? And also don't involve in watching video games that are bad video games that are bad. And also for TV, don't watch TV for too long because it can make you to be so to be big. Do you understand? And if you must watch TV, small and maybe educational programs, and I'm sure your school has something that will help you to know your God, to know your creator more. Do you understand? Or it can be cartoon, maybe educational cartoon. Don't be watching things where they are kissing. Do you understand? So if you do all this, I'm sure, definitely, you that want to become pilot, you become pilot. You that don't want to become engineer, you become engineer. Thank you very much.
Is an academic staff of the Department of Psychology, Obafemi Awolowo University, Ile-Ife. She is a social science and family studies. She has published a number of papers in local and international journals of repute. She has presented papers in both local and international conferences. She is a member of the following professional bodies: Nigerian Psychology Association, Nigerian Association of Psychologists, Association of Black Psychologists, and American Psychology Association, United States. She has worked at various capacities with many non-governmental organizations and faith-based organizations. She has been a member of various funded research programs teams. She has special skills in training facility and advocacy/community mobilization. She is happily married to Mr. Emmanuel Oyetunji-Alemede and blessed with a daughter, Olajumoke. She will be talking on the topic, a friendly enemy, a guide to recognizing sexual abuser. This is
children. Hello children.
Hello, ma'am.
I'm so happy to be here today, and I have to go and look for a red t-shirt so that I can look like you. Do I not look like you guys? It's a good time. I want to appreciate the Sunshine family for organizing this kind of program, and it's a pleasure to be with you. I'm going to be talking about a friendly enemy. Who is an enemy? Yes. Oh, yeah.
An enemy is someone who doesn't like you.
Yes. An enemy is somebody who does not like you. Then who is a friend? Wait. I will pick somebody. Okay, let me pick somebody from this side. Yes? Okay, yes. Yes, a friend is somebody who cares for you, someone who likes you. So now, how can a friend now become an enemy? That's a question. Don't worry, I'm going to answer those questions just sit down and listen to me. Like our mommy said the other time, that you should not follow a stranger. You should not follow a stranger. She also mentioned that sex is not for children. Sex is for married adults. So now, let's start with what is sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is also called sexual molestation. And molestation is somebody that wants to spoil you, somebody that does not want you to become a doctor, somebody that does not want you to become big in the future, somebody that does not want you to become what you dream and desire to become. That person is an enemy. What do I call that person? An enemy. But the person may come as a friend. He will come and disguise as a friend. Meanwhile, he has bad intention. He wants to destroy you, but he will come like a friend, and he will smile at you, gives you good things, and you will think this person is a friend, but in disguise the person is an enemy. So we call them sexual abuser. We call them sexual molester. What do I call them? Sexual abuser and sexual molester. Yes. What do they do? What do sexual molesters do? They lure children into doing bad things. They lure children into doing bad things. Sexual abuse is a form of child abuse in which a child is used for sexual gratification. The person will come. He will first isolate you. He will look at when there is nobody there and say, come, you know I like you. You know I care so much for you. The person will give you things. He can give you biscuits, can give you money, and say, don't tell anybody. And don't tell your mommy, or don't tell your auntie. Anybody who says that is an enemy. Anybody who calls you and do things and say, don't tell anybody. Don't tell your mommy, don't tell your guardian. That person is an enemy. Because we have ways of recognizing them. Once the person looks around, sees that nobody is there and calls you, come, and gives you things and say, don't tell anybody. What do? You report such person. What do? You report such people. Now, sexual abuse, who is at risk? You and I is at risk. Everybody is at risk. So don't say, and I'm not at risk. Everybody, both boys and girls, everybody is at risk. Though it is important to remember that both boys and girls can be sexually abused, and children are more vulnerable to abuse because children trust so easily. You quickly trust somebody. Anybody that shows you affection and care, you quickly trust those people. Trust nobody. Especially, most of the abusers are people around. They are not strangers. In fact, research has shown that most abusers are family members, teachers, neighbors, people that you know in your area, people that you can trust, people that you are not afraid of. Most of the time, they are the abusers. So there are signs for you to watch out for when you see an abuser. Then, before I go on, there are forms of abuses. We have direct form and we have indirect form. Direct form is when an abuser comes to have contact with you. Sometimes the person may come and touch your body. Your body belongs to who? Your body belongs to who? Nobody must touch your body. Don't allow anybody to fondle with your body. When the person begins to touch you, sometimes they will argue. You will think they are genuine. They have their intention. They will argue today, peck you, and try to touch some parts of your body. Don't allow it. Anybody you see that is trying to do that, what do? You run. The Bible says, flee from every appearances of evil. These are appearances of evil. What do? You run and you report. Report to an adult, either your parent, your guardian, your teacher. You can report to your teacher. If you can't tell your teacher, you can tell your mommy. You can tell an adult that you trust that will take action. Then the indirect sexual contact can involve adults who are exposing their own genitals to children. There are some adults, they will open their trouser and bring out their penis for you to see. You are saying, there was one viral video that was going viral. In fact, I had to delete it from my phone because it was horrible for me to look at. There is this lesson teacher that was hired to teach a 6-year-old girl. So anytime this uncle comes into the house, thank God there is a CCTV camera in the house. The uncle will bring out his penis and ask the small girl to be licking the penis. Can you imagine that? Does it not sound horrible? No. It doesn't sound horrible. How can somebody ask me to use my mouth, my precious mouth that I'm using to eat, that I'm using to praise my God, to come and use it to be licking nonsense, dirty thing? God forbid. I will not do that. If anybody asks you to do that, please say no and report immediately. No. Say no and report immediately. Sometimes it can be, it might be a female too that is bringing out his breast or her breast and is asking you to come and touch it. You are not a baby. You are not sucking breast. So nobody should ask you to come and suck breast. Do you understand? Do you understand? If anybody is doing that with you, please say no and report immediately. Do you understand? Transporting. You know, petrol is scarce now. And you want to save your money, and there is one uncle inside the bus and say, come and sit down on my lap. You will not pay. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because in the process of sitting down on the person's lap, anything can happen. Don't let bad thing happen to you. Then another thing is pornography. I want to employ you. Children, don't use adult phones. Do you understand? Because it's very common. When an adult comes into the house, the next thing is the children will gather around their phones. I've warned my daughter many times. Anybody that comes to my house, you must not look at that person's phone. It is a taboo. Don't do it. Because they will first bring out a cartoon and they will use that to attract you. Once you start looking at the cartoon, they will change it to people who are having sexual relationship. They will start showing you people who are kissing, and they will use that to arouse your emotions. That person has a target. He wants to get you into it, and by the time you get into it, to now introduce sex to you will not be difficult because you have been watching it. So don't watch adult's phone. There's nothing you are looking for on adult's phone. Please and please, don't let any uncle give you his phone and say you want to watch something there. Don't do that. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Then sometimes when you are working on your system, your computer, and your mommy put on or your daddy put on internet for you to do your assignment, quickly do your assignment and leave the place. Because sometimes some pornography will pop up, or they will say click this thing, and when you click, before you know what is happening, it's taking you far. So please, even parents, let us watch what our children are exposed to on the internet. There are sexual abusers even on the internet. They lure children into watching what is not good. Then what are the effects of sexual abuse? When you have been abused, most of the things that will happen is that you have a sense of shame. You will feel shameful that you have done something bad. Then there's self-blame. Some children go into depression and they cannot talk to anybody again, and that can lead to suicide. And the abuser will threaten you so much that if you tell anybody, you will die. If anybody tells you that, tell the person you will not die, and make sure you report. Don't let anybody intimidate you. Do you understand? Yes. Don't let anybody scare you and say you will die. You will not die in Jesus' name. It can lead to low self-esteem. It can lead to even poor academic performance. And you just discover that the child is no longer doing well. There was a case of rape that happened on campus. The lady, very, very brilliant lady, but after the rape, she started having poor academic performances. In fact, it took a lot of therapy for the toilets and do this and do that. And children, they will, in fact, is their godmaster in the class. They will obey until they were caught. And they now say it is that boy who is instructing them when they get to the back of the toilet what to do. So don't let anybody tell you to do bad thing. And he will threaten them, if you don't do it, you'll be in trouble. So if there are bullies among you, please report. Report bullies. It is not allowed. Then, how to recognize a sexual molester. Most children who have been sexually abused were abused by somebody they know, like a family member, that's uncles, aunties, house helps. In fact, that one is the commonest. House helps. Some of us parents, we will leave our children with house helps. House helps that has been sexually abused all her life. We now leave our own children with them. They will abuse them and turn them to beasts. I pray we will not experience such in Jesus' name. They can be friend or family friend, neighbors. You know, when you go to play in your neighbor's house and they say, let us go and do daddy and mommy. Don't let anybody ask you to come and do daddy and mommy. Okay? Then it can be a teacher or a coach. And the first thing those people will do is to start hugging you, you know, caressing you, trying to be nice. Suspect such. People who give you gifts that you don't merit. You did not do anything for them. They just gave you gift. Please be careful. Suspect such people and ask, uncle, why are you giving me this gift? Or auntie, why are you giving me this gift? If the person cannot explain, I just like you. Run, no, they can't. And sometimes they tickle you. People don't, you know those people that tickle you and you shake like this. Suspect them, Somebody, you will just be standing and the person will just come and tickle you very much.
Adegoke, a quick question. You said we should stop eating junk food. Does it mean we cannot eat it at all?
Of course, we can eat it occasionally, but the main food we eat, everyday food, should be our regular food. Dr. Edward talked about us eating balanced diets, and then eating it with vegetables and all that. But there are occasions, maybe your family is celebrating something or other, and then you want to go out. Yes, on such occasions you can eat it, but it should not be what we eat every day. And when we say occasionally, it may just be once in a month or even longer. Sometimes even 2 months. You've not tasted puff-puff, you've not tasted meat pie. It's not going to do you any harm. So it's not something we cannot do without. So I hope you understand.
Yes, ma'am.
So have I answered your question?
Ma, if we have some big brother or sister who usually calls a child names like my wife or my love, is there anything bad in that?
In the olden days, we don't take it to be anything, because even like me now, I can't count how many people called me their wives in the process of growing up. I'm the wife of everybody in the neighborhood. But things have changed. We have to be more conscious, and security-wise, in those days you can trek from anywhere to anywhere. You are not afraid of being kidnapped. But these days, abusers are everywhere. So if anybody is calling you my wife, tell the person I'm not your wife. Let the person know straight that you don't entertain such, and the person will stop. It's no longer fashionable to call anybody your wife, and those are olden days way of teasing young people. It's no longer fashionable. So anybody who does that is old school. Tell the person no, it's no longer acceptable. So that the person does not give you unnecessary. The person does not put you in an unnecessary emotional state. So tell the person no, I don't like it, and it should stop. You can stop it. Thank you.
If as a female you put on a dress that is revealing your breast, then you'll be creating problem for somebody else, and also you'll be creating problem for yourself. Because when a man sees your breast, if the man want to lure you and say, come to the corner, come to the dark, I want to give you biscuits, I want to give you sweets, and the next thing is to go and rape you. I will not be raped though. Now, boys, don't also create problem for yourself and for others. Ensure that your trousers are neat. They are not this tattered one, this crazy jeans. Don't put on crazy jeans. Do you understand? So that the way you put on crazy jeans, whoever sees you know this is a big guy. This is a big guy, high guy. I'm not high guy. Are you high guy? I'm not high guy. So ensure you put on neat dresses. Females, don't put on dresses that will reveal your breast. Do you understand? And your skirts as well. Ensure your skirts cover your buttock. Do you understand? Don't let your buttock to be seen outside, because you are special. Do you understand? Because once it's seen outside, somebody may want to come around to have fun or sex with you, and so the person can destroy somebody's life and also even destroy himself. And if the person has gonorrhea and HIV, hey, that is not good though. I will not have gonorrhea.
In the act of pedophilia.
Yes, there are punishments, but unfortunately our society does not leave room to punish those people easily. There are laws against it, and if anybody is caught, there are punishments to be given. But it is unfortunate that most of them, even when they are caught, they will end up going. Is it a crime?
Thank you very much. You know, I said initially that you puppies are beautifully made. Do you understand? And you should be mindful of what you put on your body. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, I want to ask you, have you seen a pilot putting on crazy jeans before? Okay, have you seen a rich engineer putting on crazy jeans? Okay, do I put on crazy jeans? I'm not even on jeans, but okay, does she put on crazy jeans? Do you understand? So you don't see responsible people that are going to be big, people that are learned, putting on crazy jeans. once you put on crazy jeans, people will just already know that you are bad boy or bad girl. Ensure your clothes are neat. They are not torn. Don't go and buy torn clothes. In fact, if by chance your parents should buy crazy jeans for you, tell your parents, mommy, daddy, I'm sorry. I want to be an engineer, I want to be a pilot, and a pilot does not dress like this. And I don't want people to think I'm a bad person. Do you understand? So nobody will arrest you for wearing crazy jeans, but it's possible that you can be arrested. Because if there is a crime somewhere else, and somebody that has worn crazy jeans is passing by, and me that put on corporate tie, put on neat something, you think they will come and catch me? It's even possible that the person that is dressed immodestly is the one that has committed the crime. But the one that is wearing crazy jeans, everybody believes crazy jeans is for bad guys. Don't put on crazy jeans so that you look like who you want to be later in life. Do you understand? Thank you.
Excuse me, sir. Differentiate the difference between normal jeans and crazy jeans.
Okay, thank you very much. With respect to normal jeans and crazy jeans, normal jeans will not have any cut. It will be neat and it will size you. It will not be the type that you want to put on and you have to like
look for people. Our daddy has just said, you know, when the way you appear is the way you will be addressed. You know, when you dress neatly and you appear neat, people will respect you. But when you dress shabbily, you will be treated as well. And your dressing reveals your personality. People will label you based on the way you appear. They will label these people as good and label these people as bad. And what I usually tell my students, the undergraduates, I will say if you are a psychologist in training and I want to approach you, you are wearing tattered jeans, you are wearing dread on your head, and you want to help me as a psychologist, do you think I will want to approach you? I entered the consulting room and I found a medical doctor who is having dread on his head and wearing crazy jeans. Will I allow that person to attend to me? No. If you are the one, will you allow such a doctor to attend to you? No. So, if you will not allow that, then don't become like that kind of a person. So that you will not become vulnerable. When you wear that kind of jeans, you become vulnerable. You will not be vulnerable in Jesus' name.
Alright, so I'm getting questions from the audience. Anybody from the audience wants to ask any question?
Are we too small? Are we too small to practice all these things? For example, when I was outside and I wanted to use the toilet, but I couldn't find any place else. So I used the toilet anyway, and someone was looking at me. So I told my mom, and my mommy said it's because I'm small.
I think our question is
to use public toilet.
To use public toilet. She was actually pressed. She went to the toilet and someone was there, a stranger, staring at her. She told her mom about it. The mom said she's still a child. If she's too small to ask for privacy, I think that is the question.
Yes, you are not too small to ask for privacy. In fact, your parents ensure it. We talk about it and let them know that they have the right to privacy. Thank you.
Can we kiss our dad?
She's asking if you can kiss our daddies.
Okay. Can I respond to the two questions? Okay.
Question will not finish.
I actually have a contribution to make, not a question. If you go into
they want to treat us. And we saw a doctor with crazy genes. And we saw another doctor with unique genes. It's even sometimes that is the doctor with the crazy genes that is going to treat you more than the person with the unique genes. But how are we going to identify? Maybe this one is a kind of man that is bad, or this one is a kind of man that is good. Because most of them are even good and most of them are bad.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Before we forget these questions, can we respond to some of the ones that have been asked? Someone is asking about getting to the hospital, and you will never find any doctor wearing crazy jeans in the consulting room. You will never find such. Do you understand? Every doctor that you find, they are always very neatly dressed, and they even here have their uniforms. Some of them wear, lab coats, some wear some kits. So you won't find anyone wearing crazy jeans. Then the lady that was talking about teachers. Teachers are supposed to be role models. They are supposed to be carers. But it's unfortunate that, because I think she's referring to my presentation, because I said how to recognize molesters. I said some of them are teachers, some of them are family friends and friends, some of them are family members. Maybe that's where she got that. But it's so sad that teachers that are supposed to be role models, that are supposed to care, have become enemies. I have an experience. When I was in SS2, my physics teacher almost raped me. It was God that delivered me from the hand of that man. Until today, that memory did not leave me. So it could happen. People that you are entrusted into their hands to take care of you become the abusers. So in that kind of situation, you have to report. It's unfortunate I didn't report him, because he begged me. In fact, he prostrated and begged, and I decided not to report the case. But I just feel he must have become a changed person. But don't forgive such people. Please report, so that another person will not be a victim. You might go scot-free, another person may not go scot-free. So please report. Then there was another question. I can't remember.
Kissing a daddy.
Kissing a daddy. You can peck daddy. Daddy can peck you. You don't need to kiss. Kissing is meant for intimate sexual partners like mommy and daddy. But daddy can peck you, mommy can peck you, but when it becomes kissing, something else is going on. We have seen daddies who molest their daughters. So don't wait until it happens to you. If your daddy is already kissing you, tell daddy it's wrong. It is a wrong thing for daddy to kiss daughters. It is wrong. You can peck them on their cheek, on their forehead. You can hug them, but don't kiss them. Don't let them be unnecessarily sexually attractive. In fact, because once you start kissing somebody, there is emotional arousal that comes with it, and you begin to develop emotional arousal towards your father. It can be vice versa. Please don't allow it. If it has been happening, let it stop. Thank you.
And you are the only one. And the other one is opposite gender. Female. You enter a place, only a boy. The doors, only one door. The windows are already locked. Only one door. Withdraw, don't enter. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Or let's assume you are in a place. Very soon you will grow old. Maybe you'll be taking taxis on your own. You enter a bus or a taxi. All everybody there are males, maybe as a female. You can just say, no, I'm not going. Or you are even a male. You say every other person there. Maybe a male driver, females. Because a female can rape a male, just like a male can rape a female. Don't even enter. So once you want to enter a room and you're already noticing that you are the only one there, you are the only one there, the other one is opposite gender, either stronger or not stronger than you, don't go there. When your mommy sends you to go and visit an uncle, or yes, for girls now, to go and visit an uncle, or you to go and visit the aunt, and the aunts, whenever you come, or the uncle, whenever you come, is lock the door and begin to play with you. You know it's not good. Next time when your mommy sends you, say, "Mommy, I'm not going. This is what auntie or this is what uncle did the last time." Do you understand? Thank you.
Attracted to someone, be a good thing, a bad thing.
You are still a puppy. You are not yet an adult. And you are not planning to marry. You are not an adult. You are not married. You are not planning to marry. You are just still studying. You are a pupil. Don't be sexually attracted to somebody. Do you understand? And don't do anything that will make somebody to be sexually attracted to you. Do you understand? It's not that time that you will be going on the way and you do like this to a lady. Like this. By the time you are doing like that, even without talking, the person feels that this is a guy, my guy. And maybe you as puppies, females, you're now going. You know there are some people when they are walking, you just go, I like demonstrating, permit me to stand. You don't do like this. You don't understand. You know you are puppies. Don't do like that because somebody can now want to take advantage of you. You know our chief said something about abuse, so that somebody will not abuse you. Do you understand? You are still puppies. You are supposed to focus on your studies now. Whenever you come of age, you are an adult, female adult, male adult, then you can marry and then you have full time with your wife, with your husband. Do you understand? Please don't be sexually attracted to somebody. But you can be neat. That does not mean you will be dirty. You be neat. Do you understand? In your dressing, your habits. Do you understand? But don't do like this.
I just want to say something that I don't know. It is something that is growing in the society, and I think we should not fail to mention it in this gathering. It seems that what is common is for a male to abuse a female and a female, or a female to abuse a male, which is less common. But a male can abuse a male and a female can abuse a female. So let us be aware, and all those things, especially when we are leaving this place, we are going to secondary schools. Some of those things are common in boarding house, maybe boys only and girls only. So boy can abuse boy, or man can abuse boy, and woman can abuse. It's actually something that is a taboo, but it's something that is growing in our society. So we have to be aware that it is also possible, and we should not only run away from, if you are a girl, run away from a man. But if you are a girl and a woman is always calling you to one side, and it is only you, run away from her also. Thank you.
Please, I have a question. There are some people who will buy neat trousers, but when they get home, they will take blade or scissors to start cutting it. Please, why is that so?
Do you know that once that is done, that good jeans has been converted to crazy jeans? And if you don't want to be converted from being a pilot to a crazy, you know, there's something called conductors. Do you understand? How many of you want to be conductors? Okay, how many of you want to be organizer? Do you understand? And then you are doing like that. It means that maybe you don't want to become big because people will just think you are bad. So it is not good to go and use scissors or blade to cut a good jeans. It is not good. People will just think you are bad. Do you understand? In fact, somebody can be arrested by mistake. Do you understand? It's not good. Do you understand? I hope you know that it's not everybody inside prison that is actually a criminal. Some people, they are just like street touts. Street out. Ah, hey, somebody has stolen here. Who is passing? But this fellow with prison gin. Ah, this one with prison gin. I'm now a prisoner. I will not become a prisoner.
I will not become a prisoner.
Today has actually been the most blessed day because you did justice to these topics. You came down to our level and you understood every bit of the subject matter. Thank you very much. Thank you for honoring our invitation. Now we know how to take care of our bodies, how to identify abusers, how we can go telling our parents, thank you very much for enlightening us that we as children, we can also have our privacy. We should not be denied to our rights and our privacy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mommy. Thank you. And children will now understand that when our uncle says, you are my wife, it is old fashioned. So you can actually report to your parents. It could actually be a sign of predators. Thank you very much, ma'am. Kano Mommy told us the other time that she has a song for us. Please permit me to acknowledge the presence of some of our parents here. Mr. Adebusuyi, thank you for your presence. Dr. Adewa, thank you very much for your presence. Thank you, ma'am. Please permit me to call Mr. Adebusuyi for his observation. Thank you. A round of applause for you.
Good morning, everybody. I want to thank all the presenters. Thank you very much for the detailed presentations. I came late and I apologize for that. But in the process of answering the questions, some things were answered blanket and I'm a bit concerned. Number one, it is old-fashioned to say my wife, but now it is honey, sweetie, dairy, love, and they say it to these children and they get their attention. So they should also pay attention to anybody saying that is someone to be concerned about. 90% of guys will say my wife, even to the wife they will say honey, and that is what is being sent to the children, and because they are used to it at home, it does not look like a red flag, but those are the real red flags for today, so they should pay attention to that. Then I am also concerned about the position we took on dressing. Some parents like it, they wear it, and we have just sent the children back to them to go and cut daddy's neck. If my daughter comes home and puts that to me, I will cut her neck back. So I think we need to also balance that out. And when we say we might not find in hospital, we will definitely find. I have plenty friends that have attended to me in the clinics dressed like that. So I would just like us to take a balanced position because we are dealing with children who will take feedback, hook, line, and sinker. Thank you.
And our parents who found time, we invited all parents. We got to one mommy, one daddy. Aren't we great? Thank you ever so much. When we are putting this program together, we look forward to having the children informed and being better than they were yesterday. But I never dreamt or imagined that it would be this full, this highly informative and delivered at their level. I'm not sure we've had a single talk that we've not had to call somebody else to go and kneel down because they were making noise. You had their attention. And we didn't have the screen till the last minute. So they were rapidly attentive and I know you are much better off. And I know you belong to a special group of children who are going to grow up safe because you are informed. You have primary 1 to primary 6 here. We are going to continue with what we started today. They've heard from the experts, and now those of us as teachers, we will continue to bring it to the fore from time to time. We went into this because times have changed. Nobody is safe anymore. But if you are informed, you are prepared to take care of yourselves. Now you've learned important things. The proper things to eat. The proper way to take care of your body. Exercise, cleanliness. You have learned what is proper and what is expected of you. I noticed that the boys were more interested when we were talking about love and time for you to drive cars. You have and you will drive. Same thing for the girls. When it's time for you to write love letters, be sexually attracted to somebody, ask somebody to be your girlfriend, there will be a time. The time is not now. And if you make a mistake and jump and go to that stage before it's time, you might not eventually get to the stage where you will enjoy it. And that's why we call our mommies and our daddy to have this talk. I also want to join Dr. Adebusuyi and Samuel on the question about doctors in jacket jeans and dreadlocks. On Tuesday, we celebrated International Women's Day, and we taught them a lot about bias and stereotypes. And we explained to them that you shouldn't always assume, because of somebody's physical appearance, that the person is this or that. I suspect that's where his question arose. But as you have been told, on a general basis, when you are with strangers, somebody, a smart child will be able to assess and know whether I'm likely to be safe or not. So we're not saying that everybody who dresses this way is bad and everybody who dresses this way is good, because some bad people will dress very well, so you won't know that they are bad. And you'll say, oh, this one is wearing good trousers, you know, wearing racket jeans, it can't be bad. And then you get into trouble. Same thing for women. We've learned that. We've also learned that cleanliness is very important. Dr. Adegoke told us about somebody who came to hospital because she was wearing dirty undies. There's none of you here that is too small to wash your undies yourselves. And there's none of you that's too small to make sure that every day you wear clean ones. Not only clean pants, clean socks, clean vests, clean uniforms. Yesterday we were going out. One person wore a very dirty uniform. What did I do to him? I told him to stay in school with his dirty uniform. Don't be dirty. You're all big enough to stay clean. It's important in taking care of yourself. You own your bodies. You're the only ones that own your body. And you have to take care of it. And you've learned how and why you should. I want to commend the press club for putting this program together, and Mary Onkolade and other members for working very hard, and our anchors, Chike and Adeola. And on the last note, I think it was Dr. Edwards, or was it Dr. Adegoke, one of the medical doctors talked about if you are fat, you grow up into a fat person. Some of us were made fat, oh. It's not food, oh. It's no food. We are trying to be slim, but that's how we have been. Darasimi, where are you? Darasimi at Olayombo, where? No, Olayombo, where? Darasimi.
Please, before you take your leave, we have a token from us, Sunshine. Thank you.
We appreciate you so much. We want to use this medium to say thank you so much.